Alright everyone, we are back after a long time with no leak on YouTube, no content on YouTube. It was mainly due to the fact that I was building a new setup to play and to show content to you. It's not perfect yet, but I hope it's good enough. So still got the problem that I get a black screen on some days, and for now I can't use the videos if I get a black screen. But we are back with a very spicy list made possible again by our biggest donator, Celestial Heathen. And today with a deck list called Black-Green Braids, which really has a spot in my heart because it's pretty similar to one of my childhood decks. So in my childhood I got a white weenie, I got a black-green Oversold Cemetery deck with Braids, and I got a zombie deck list with Ivory Tower, which was pretty sweet. And yeah, thank you very much for the donation again. And man, this list is so spicy. I can't wait to play it. And we are pretty close to 1,000 followers on YouTube. So if you like our content, please consider to subscribe. I would be pretty happy about it. But yeah, let's dive deep into the deck tech here, and then let's play some matches. So this is a black-green mid-range deck, which is really different compared to decks like the Rock or Survival Rock, because you are being pretty proactive and pretty aggressive while maintaining card advantage. And from a core, we are having a lot of the Rock cards with some differences. Like, as you can see, we got a 2 of Volrath Stronghold in the deck. This is mainly our one of our card advantage engines in the late game. I really like the idea of having 2 of them because there are plenty of wastelands around. A problem will still be decks with Dust Bowl, because we can't answer Dust Bowl, and Dust Bowl will just get rid of our card advantage engine and mainlands. But besides that, we got a lot of basics, and this is due to the fact that we are running a 4 of Yavimaya Elder, a 2/1 creature for 3 mana. When it dies, you can search your library for 2 basic lands, and you can even sacrifice it for 2 colorless mana to draw a card. So if we are really in the late game, you can just sacrifice this to search for 2 basics, and with a Trigon stack, you can put it again on your library to redraw it and replay it next turn. So the deck is made around Braids Cabal Minion, which is a black 4-drop, which states that in each upkeep, each player, so the active player, has to sacrifice an artifact, creature, land of their choice. It's pretty important to not be able to sacrifice things like enchantments. For example, if my opponent plays Rancor or Sacromancy, something like this. And the huge disadvantage of costing 4 mana here is something we can play to our advantage, because it's really safe from a card like Smother. It's pretty hard to remove Braids if you're not running red or white, because it's safe from Smother, it's safe from Snuff Out, stuff like this. You often have enough creatures to sacrifice to keep it safe from Diabolic Edict, something like this. And next to Braids, there are 4 of Ravenous Baloth, which is just a very strong creature if we are not facing something like Exalted Angel or Eternal Dragon. And it's a 4 mana 4/4, and the part here is really important, which reads sacrifice a beast. You gain 4 life. So in 99% of the pre-modern games you saw, it's just that they sacrificed their own Ravenous Baloth to secure them from a removal or to get some more life. But here we got access to a 4 of Wretched Anurid, which is a pretty sweet card. I know it seems a bit counterintuitive to play something which drains your life, but this is a zombie, frog and beast, so you can sacrifice it to gain 4 life again. And with 3 Sylvan Libraries in the deck, this is really getting some card advantage going. Besides that, we got 7 removal spells, like with Diabolic Edict and Smother. It seems a lot for this kind of decks, but just keep in mind that you want to have your opponent's creatures clear to get their lands with Braids Karma Minion. In the sideboard, we got classics like a 3 of Engineered Plague, a 3 of Gloom, which is really necessary against decks like Replenish. Keep in mind that we can even play this turn 2 with the help of Birds of Paradise. Then we got a 4 of Naturalize, which is a great card by any means. I think you could even justify to play one in the main deck, but let's just play some matches and consider later. And a 3 of Compost, which is pretty relying on your meta game, but it's a strong card and it can run away with whole games if you resolve it. While playing 3 and in the combination with your own discard spells, you can ensure to stick one of them around. And yeah, it's like just a decision you make. Like, do you want something against graveyards? Or do you want something against black decks or some more life gain? So Celestial Heathen decided to register 3 Compost, and so I will do. And the last card we are playing is Seedtime, like a 2-mana instant spell which will grant you another turn, with a small precondition that you can cast it just during your turn, and you take an extra turn after this one only if your opponent casts a blue spell. So you are relying on your opponent playing a cantrip or counter spell. Again, something like this is a choice, like Compost, like Gloom, and I think with this setup we might be a bit weak against graveyard decks, but all in all, it's a very sweet setup. So yes, again, thank you very much for making the donation. Please write some comments, give me some feedback if the video quality has increased or decreased with a new setup here, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright everyone, we are on the play here. This is great. So let's see what we draw. This is sadly not keepable, so we take a mulligan here. This is fine. I really don't want to ship anything, but maybe Braids costs the most expensive card here. Ship the Braids, and as we have no acceleration, so I won't play Cabal Therapy turn 1 for sure, but I think I will leave with a forest to maybe send some signals that we are playing something like elves. So this could be Psychotalk. But okay, Reanimator. This is sweet. Okay, we need to play Cabal Therapy here. If we play Smother on the Broodroot Imp, it's tough because he can discard. I think it's best to name Reanimate, because this is a 4-off for sure. Ah, okay, he has life, death, okay. If he's going for the Multani and not for the Phantom Nishoba, we can have some play, but I think he should go for the Phantom Nishoba as he's having the backup. With the Broodroot Imp, for example, if you have an Edict effect. Yeah, this is a Reanimate for 2 mana. I love Reanimator, so I'm not sad losing here. Phantom Shoba is really tough to beat. We need a Edict effect as soon as possible. Okay, what we do here... I'm not sure if I want him to discard Multani. So our best bet would be to get rid of the Imp and then the Phantom Shoba. He might have another reanimation spell, and then we are really in trouble. So if he should not attack with this, if he's not having a follow-up creature. Okay, giving him flying. So I'm gonna block here and hope we draw Edict effect, and then we can play Smother plus the Edict. Sylvan Library. So we are not dead yet. I think it's right to Smother now. To not come into the territory of him discarding another creature and reanimating, something like Akroma. Okay, this is a 2-turn clock, so the attack with the Protrudium was very important. Okay, here's a follow-up. So I don't think we have any out here. I mean, we need Smother and Edict. Then we go to 2. Here's a Smother. But it's not enough. So if I... Yeah, it's not enough, and I don't want to give any more information here, so I concede. If I play the Wretched Anurid, we take 4 damage going to 2, and I don't have the ability to draw 2 creature removal spells. This is tough. We don't have anything for the graveyards. Compost, maybe. Feeling a bit forced to... Not sure about Naturalize, but... So what can we do? Anurid is probably not the right thing. Maybe a one-off Naturalize. Okay, this version seems pretty basic. We just saw black cards for now, so it could be a mono-black Reanimator. I think I have to order some amount of life and death. It's a pretty solid card. Right, some acceleration with Birds of Paradise would be nice. So here we are missing completely black mana, but I think it's fine enough to keep, of course, the Sylvan Library here. It can be picked up by a Duress or Cabal Therapy from my opponent, but I would assume that the first Cabal Therapy would hit a Diabolic Edict. And the impact of the library is high, and as we do not have any chance of hindering from reanimating, we need the Diabolic Edicts. And I don't want it in the start hand, possibly. Maybe I want some Engineered Plagues if there's game 3. And here's something like the Verdant Force. Okay, Duress. He has to go for Sylvan Library, I guess. Okay, over-evaluating the Duress. Okay, 4 cards in hand, I understand. Another library. Okay. Let's see if we will face a turn 2 creature. But Reanimator is such a great deck in the format. It's a fair combo deck where you can interact pretty well with. And it has some pretty decent plays until the late game. Okay, no instant reanimation here, probably. Okay, he will... this is tough to beat, turn 2. But I'm not mad, because I'm loving Reanimator. Okay, Smother. Plus... this is double black. So this is almost over, I guess. I mean, I could heal a bit with Ravenous Baloth, so I could buy some time. Yeah, this is too fast. Adachroma is probably one of the biggest problems for me, and his life points is not an issue for him. Okay, here's one edict. I can't pay any more life here. And we are immediately forced to sacrifice the Baloth. And as we are missing black mana here, so we do not have the out now to draw Smother plus Black Source, because we would miss 1 black mana. Yeah, okay, considering this, the keep was too loose, I guess. But it was pretty awkward to not find anything in the top cards. But it is what it is. Reanimator's pretty strong. Okay, the Yavimaya Elder is not helping us here. I mean, we can not even reshuffle. Yeah, this is over. But as I'm a fan of Reanimator, I want to give him the opportunity to end it. Yeah, good game. All right, on the draw here, and our hand is heavily relying on the Birds of Paradise, but I think it's fine enough to keep. If the matchup is a bit more mid-rangey, we can start with Birds and then follow up with Smother. Okay, some kind of mono black or maybe broccoli soup. There, the Smother can shine if we untap with them, or if they don't have Cabal Therapy. This is a great draw. So even if the bird got handled next turn, we can go for Smother. Yes, it's broccoli soup. He may have Rancor. Not planning on blocking anything here. So I think he has something like Smother to kill the bird. Okay, no Smother. Another bird is great news. So I will go for this and that. To not run into the problem that he plays Smother in the end step on my untapped mana source. So I hope he has something like Rancor on the Carnophage, and then I can play Smother in response. Okay, here I go for Smother on the Carnophage. Because if he plays another creature, he needs to sacrifice this. So now we could play Braids regarding on his play. Okay, Braids is pretty safe. So what could he have? I think something like Drink of Sorrows. So I will go for Cabal Therapy here. But Drink of Sorrows is probably not the problem. Okay, Snuff Out. Withered Wretched, Call of the Herd, Carnophage. Okay, this was a miss, but it's not a huge problem, I guess. Because I will go... I'm not sure. Do I need... So he's not playing the Withered Wretch to keep the Skithering Scourge around. In that case, I think it might be better to ship the turn back. Take one more hit from Scourge and in the end step. Okay, here's the mana source for Call of the Herd. Okay, as he's having a Call of the Herd now, I think I can Smother now. It's maybe not right, but he could go Withered Wretched and eating Cabal Therapy. Treetop Village is cool here. So is Braids. Okay, double spell. So I will go for Call of the Herd, I guess. Another Yavimaya Elder. So I think the play is to play Yavimaya Elder. So as we're having the window of making flashback on the Cabal Therapy, I want to do it. Searching for a swamp and a forest. And now I want to name Call of the Herd, because this could be a problem later. Okay, Snuff Out is still alive. So if I go here for the Yavimaya Elder, he can play Snuff Out. We get 2 more basics. And he attacks for 4. We go to 8, which is not the worst. It is a pretty aggressive attack. Absolutely want to block here. Okay, drawing Call of the Herd. It's not the worst. As this is a non-black creature, he still needs to sacrifice something into Braids. Baloth is great, but I don't want to slam it for now. So here everything's important. If we sacrifice a land, he's losing the ability to flashback Call of the Herd. So I think he's sacrificing Carnophage. If he's going to attack, I want to animate Treetop Village to get the Snuff Out of his hand. Yes, exactly what we want to see here. We are going to 7, so it's not too much, but Braids is going to do a big job here. So let me see. No follow-up play, okay. So I think I want to sacrifice Swamp here. Edict is fine. We even have 6 mana, so I don't know how stupid it is to attack with Braids, but I'm not sure if he can sneak anything in. And if so, I want to see it. Man, I love the deck. It's pretty similar to the one I played when I was a child. I think I can wait on upkeep with the Edict. So my deck had some amount of oversold cemeteries. And now we are forcing him to sacrifice the elephant token and then sacrifice a land. I mean, there's even a small argument for letting this resolve first to put him into the situation of paying amount of mana and we let him sacrifice then, but we are pretty solid here. All right, Compost could shine, but it might be a bit late. I just don't think I want the Wretched Anurids, right? Duress seems mediocre. Not sure about the Engineered Plague. So maybe the Anurids are better here. And we could have a one-off Naturalize effect. So Compost is more for the long game, and he's trying to get the game closed pretty quickly. So I am not sure how well this will perform. But I mean, if he sees it, and it's our library 4 to 6, he should discard it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Duress is fine. Fine-ish. But in a nutshell, I think we have the better cards. The one of Naturalize is fine, I guess. The Wretched Anurids are not great. But bringing in Engineered Plagues versus a card like Call of the Herd seems pretty bad. This is fine, I guess. We could lose against a pretty aggressive Hypnotic Spectre or something like this. But as he's playing this card, I don't want to mulligan too much. A bird would be nice. So get this. Chip the turn back. Okay. So maybe the Skirk, Carnophage. Okay, there is a very small argument for bringing in Engineered Plague against zombies, which is not great, I guess, because we have zombies on our own and do I need to play the Smother now? Or can I wait for a 3-drop? I think it's fine to wait for a 3-drop. Yes. So here the question is, do we want to bring Yavimaya Elder to run into a Snuff Out? I think it's way better to go for the Wretched Anurid here. So he needs to get rid of it by mana, with Smother, something like this, and just can block, even trade with a creature with an enchanted rancor in it. The good thing is you can't sacrifice things like enchantments here. So it's pretty solid against Rancor and Sacromancy. But I really like the Broccoli Soup decks. I think this is just for mana fixing, not for red, right? So this drains for every creature, even my own. Okay, no attack, so feels great. I think again maybe it's just correct to bring in another 4-drop. So this is... I can even sacrifice Braids next turn. This will drain something, but I don't know. Maybe I sacrifice the Wretched Anurid. This is safe from Smother, from Snuff Out, from the Diabolic Edict for now. Okay. I mean, I get rid of the Braids, because now I can replay another Braids next turn. Okay, another Swamp. So it's a bit tempting to go for the Yavimaya Elder now, but Braids was really doing a great job. Again, he has to decide if he wants to sacrifice lands or creatures. I think we will get rid of the Carnophage now. And next turn I might get rid of my Wretched Anurid. But this did a lot of work. This was impressive. Okay, Call of the Herd. So I mean, Braids, the Anurid is a blocker. I think it's right to sacrifice a Swamp maybe? Another Anurid. This will stack up too fast if I go this route. So I will just bring down the Elder. And now it's pretty problematic. I think we are in trouble. I will absolutely block the Elephant, but something like Rancor could bring out the headache. The lands will be great. And even the shuffle effect, if you have a Sylvan Library with the Elder, is good. Okay, getting rid of the zombie token before Carnophage is a bit odd. Okay, the attack here is great for us. I don't think you should do this, because this is a way we can just easily lose if he's spamming creature after creature. Okay, I'm evaluating my creatures really high. So I think I want to sacrifice something like Llanowar Wastes in my upkeep. A land would be great from top. This is fine. But I want to get rid of the Carnophage first. Alright, the Dark Ritual is not scary here. I mean, it could do some work, but okay, it's not good for him. Because he needs to sacrifice more. I mean, for one swing he can sacrifice the Sacromancy, but then attacking with the elephant feels so wrong, to be honest. So here I think I want to sacrifice I mean, if I sacrifice Yavimaya Elder, I try it. I could be in trouble now, but getting the Force Land seems tempting. And thinning out the library. Okay, we draw another land. So maybe I'm not sure why he's playing this with a Dark Ritual, maybe to keep his Gemstone Mind around. If he's sacrificing the Carnophage, we have the Diabolic Edict. I mean, now Edict on his side is good, so I'm not sure. Okay. So we need something like a Baloth. Right, if he's attacking like this, I'm not in fear of any kind of lightning bolt here. Okay, sacrificing the Sacromancy, and then we got the Edict. I mean, 3 life is not much, but as we have in the library here, I think we can recover pretty quick. Okay, Treetop Village is fine, but nothing more. It will be on blocking duty pretty quick, and I will slam the Sylvan Library here if he has a Naturalize effect. I still want to have the ability to see my card. Even a Hypnotic Spectre would be good now. Okay, Smother is fine, but I'm not sure if I want to keep it on top, if I want to draw it. I think I want to put it on top right, to not lose against something like... I'm pretty sure he has a removal spell, but I want to see it. Removal spells are good anyway, and in this case, we are removing a counter from his Gemstone Mine. Something like a Graveborn Muse could be a problem later. Okay, here's a Withered Wretched. As I'm having not anything in the graveyard, here I can wait with the Smother, I guess. Yavimaya Elder is good. Sadly, I can't pay for it. So do I want to keep this in the defense, I guess? Just to see if he wants to attack. So the shuffle effect from the Yavimaya Elder will be good. Yeah, this is fun to play. Okay, this one is fine for me. He's paying this with the Gemstone mana. I'm pretty confused. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to do. So Smother here, getting a clear 2 for 1, could change the whole game. Because Trample is so strong. Okay, he played it before to not run into something like a Diabolic Edict. Cabal Therapy, I don't know what this can find for now. So my play will be to... I want to have as much mana as possible. So if I draw anything good with the Yavimaya Elder, I want to cast it. And I want to stay passive with my Treetop Village for now. It's funny that he has to decide if he wants to pay for the Carnophage. Okay, here I want to activate Treetop Village. And then just block with the Treetop Village. We are going to block us. So if this works out, I think I will keep my Yavimaya Elder around. Okay. So what can be a surprise here? I think I name Hypnotic Spectre. Because this could just turn the game around. Snuff out Drinker of Sorrow. Okay, Drinker of Sorrow is not something I'm feared of. And we got a 2-turn clock here. And the Drinker of Sorrows can't block. I mean, the shuffle effect is high and the land drops, but I don't know to which price. Yes! Alright everyone, we are on the play with a really decent hand. So I love the acceleration of Birds of Paradise here. Okay, my opponent is on something like Big Red Burn. And as he will start going for our lands, I think it's fine to just play on curve. Yavimaya Elder is fine. We need to not overexpose into something like Slice and Dice. And I want to play the Baloth before combat to not run into a situation where he's going for my bird and I'm missing my fourth mana. Yeah, and we have big follow-ups here. Pillage. Yeah, this is not a problem. Another swamp. Drop the library. Attack for 6, turn 4. So you see what the deck is capable of doing. I hope to get him into a situation where he was trying to block. And we have Smother or Diabolic Edict. So if it's his plan to just spend 3 to 4 mana a turn to go for our lands, this is sad news for him. Okay, Dynamo, sweet. This is a really big red. Don't forget we have a potential shuffle effect here with the Yavimaya Elder. I'm feeling that I can be pretty aggressive, but maybe not too aggressive. So the biggest blowout would possibly be Wildfire. And as he's having some sacrifice lands, I tried to... Okay. He's hiding his secrets here. Naturalize could be fine. Not super sure what to expect, but I think Smother is kind of a sad card against him. So I will register like this. And I just think he has hidden the Wildfire, which is pretty decent. This is not enough in the face of a land destruction deck. This is way better. We are missing some interaction, but I think it's fine. I think I want to ship the second Baloth. But the deck, oh, here he is again. The deck looks really sweet. Yes. I want to drop another forest to not give him a choice if he has pillaged something like this. Okay, I want to go for Naturalize here because he was missing his third land drop. And now he might be in trouble. Ah, sweet. This looks really, really sweet, the list. Drops the Swamp here. Drops the Yavimaya Elder. Yeah, feels solid. I'm not sure. Duress is fine, but I think it might be just better to slam the Baloth. Because I'm not fearing anything like Wildfire from his 3 mana point. He could play Dynamo next turn, then we can play Duress. And having 6 power on the board is dangerous. Yeah, even Wildfire now would left him in a devastating spot. Because we would have +4 life, +2 lands in hand. Okay, let me take a look here to get your Wildfire. Okay, 2 dragons, Shard Phoenix. This is a lot of pressure. Okay, this is strong. We need to keep attacking, right? So Cabal Therapy would be great here, just to save some time. And as I have all the information, I will play this now. Otherwise, you should play it after combat, for sure. I mean, we got something like Diabolic Edicts, but man, the dragons will be tough to beat. I'm pretty happy about the Treetop Village here, and I really love the deck of my opponent. Shard Phoenix, okay. He wants to block here. Okay, what? I'm really, really confused. Maybe he has Pyroclasm. This would be sweet. Yes. I should have sacrificed this, but I was on F6. But this should not change too much. Yeah, I should be at 28, so this could be a problem. I F6 there, even with calling the Pyroclasm, but sometimes on Magic Online, you misclick and then stuff happens. Okay, I can bring him to 9. Okay. I mean, it possibly makes a difference. We should be at 27 now. And some turn he will start the clock, which he can do now. And he would not be able to do it if we had 28. So I was not playing too tight there. Sheaven Ring, man. This is super sweet. I want to see more. We lost here, but man, the deck is so sweet. Pump it. So I'm thinking a bit about bringing some Engineered Plague, so that the Baloths can kill dragons, but this is a stretch. I don't want to do it. I think each card is better than just this, and we got some edicts. This is good enough. Like, we got enough lands. A Bird of Paradise would be great, but Sylvan Library is sweet. So alright, so now we want to give him the opportunity to have a choice. Of course, I don't want him to go for green. I mean, he could go for green. A quick Braids would be sweet. Duress, but I need a 2-drop to make it possible. Naturalize is a 2-drop. Man, do I want everything here? Possibly. Play Duress. Pyroclasm or Pillage? Man, the deck is so cool. So I go for 1 Pyroclasm, I guess. I want him to spend the whole turn for a Pillage. If I just have the library and mana. Okay, no third land. This hurts. Really want to see the dragon in action again. And now a Braids. So I think we might see a quick concession there. If he's not having anything like Lightning Bolt for Braids, we will seal the deal here. I mean, he could sacrifice the Departure, then play Pyroclasm, but we can find a second Braids. And if he's playing Pyroclasm here, we don't need to sacrifice anything. Man, Braids seems strong. Especially if our opponent is a bit more on the slower side. Baloth and Forest. I can pay for 1 more Forest, I guess. The combination is this a beast, man. I'm just realizing this for now. So this is potentially 8. This is a sweet find, Celestial Heathen. Was this card a beast back then? I'm not sure. Alright. Alright, everyone. We are on the draw here with a pretty mediocre hand. I think this is the kind of good enough. If we draw too much land, this could be very bad. Okay, if he's playing... I think I want to lead with a bird, because any bird spell hitting... any burn spell hitting the bird is great news for me with this amount of lands. Treetop Village is fine. Okay, could be a very slow Goblins hand. Baloth is great. I want to play Swamp here to have the ability to respond to a Ball Lightning. Next turn I will play Treetop Village. Okay, it's some big red. Ah, no, it's just Goblins. Okay, do I want to play Smother here or the Edict? I think the Edict is a bit better. Because a Smother can hit a Goblin Leggy later. Okay, Goblins is interesting, I guess. So I just can hit a Naturalize, and Naturalize is bad, so I want to keep the Duress around for some time. I mean, the best case scenario would be to play this before I have Cabal Therapy, and then I hit something like Naturalize, which is bad in this matchup anyway, but probably a Ringleader or Piledriver. Okay, Piledriver is fine, I guess. So he's planning on playing activating Port in the upkeep on Treetop Village. This is fine. I want to get rid of the Piledriver anyway, because this can outclass our Ravenous Baloth. Another Baloth is good. I just want to have the information here. Triple Matron. Okay, so next turn he probably plays Goblin Matron into... Okay, Cabal Therapy would be sweet from top. Into Goblin Lackey. This should be a decent play. Yeah, I hope to draw Cabal Therapy. And this was exactly what I meant. Would have been a great play to just play Duress into Cabal Therapy, and then you got a 2 for 3, which was still decent. Okay, Goblin War Chief. Swamp is not great, but not the end of the world. So the War Chief is really a problem. Spitting out 2 mana Matrons into something decent like Goblin Ringleader. So I'm feeling at a bad point here. But we got a lot of things in the sideboard. And playing against goblins is always cool. Oh, we got 3 Engineered Plague. Duress could be fine in combination with Cabal Therapy and to get rid of some things like Naturalize before playing Engineered Plague. Okay, so we will see a Mother here. A Matron into Goblin Ringleader. He should do into Goblin Ringleader or Siege Gang Commander. But I think Goblin Ringleader would be more decent. Yeah. Okay, we need Cabal Therapy immediately. Sylvan Library, it's fine. So here I want to attack for 4, and I hope he blocks with a Goblin Matron. To not give him the opportunity to have something really explosive into Piledriver. But we are very far behind here. Because we do not have the blowout against goblins. We need to win this in a fair game, and as they do not trample, it's tough to outvalue another Matron and the Ringleader. Yeah, even Braids is not great in the matchup. This could be a card I have to cut. But this was a really slow start. So, and very vulnerable against something like Cabal Therapy. His first play was a turn 2 Mock Fanatic. This is a strong find. Like another Ringleader, another Siege Gang Commander. I think I might pack it in to not give away more information. Okay, sacrifice the beast. But 4 life is doing nothing here, because at the point where goblins is far enough, they will swing for 50, something like this. Okay, the attack with everything would be too aggressive, in my opinion. A Smother would be fine. Sylvan Library is just a dead draw. Braids. Yavimaya Elder. So Braids is not good. I think I just want to... how good is the draw one? Probably not good enough, so I want to spend... So I need to take 2 damage here. I want to attack. And I want to trade the Goblin Matron against the Treetop Village. Against the block with the Ravenous Baloth. So Incinerator's gone. We need to take 2 damage here. So the best thing here is the shuffle effect by the Yavimaya Elder. He is at 9. Here's another ringleader. Mana is a bit bottleneck here. We can go to 20 life points. I want to get rid of the Yavimaya Elder to have the shuffle effect. So I will set a stop here in upkeep. Okay, this should get something like another War Chief. Okay, this is odd. In this point, at least from my point of view, I play Goblins a lot. I would get the second War Chief and then really explode with Ringleader and Siege Gang Commander. Okay, another Incinerator targeting this. Okay, he might go for lethal here. Okay, in this case, this is absolutely the right play. Let's get for 2 forests here. Shuffle effect is fine, but I have the feeling that I'm pretty dead here if he goes for Piledriver. So maybe he has 2 Piledriver or Mock Fanatic, Goblin Lackey. So I will concede here. I don't want to give away. I mean, is he attacking with everything? But then he has a lot of blockers due to the Siege Gang Commander. I want to concede here. Even showing the Yavimaya Elder was giving away some information. But I think we had a very, very small edge there. Braids is not great. The Wretched Anurid is maybe the necessary evil. It's okay with the Ravenous Baloth, but it can really hurt, and the rest is not boardable. So cutting Braids, bringing in Engineered Plagues. Duress is possibly the necessary evil to get rid of the Naturalize. Okay, this hand is missing black mana, but due to the fact that we have 2 Engineered Plagues, I'm willing to hold it. It's dangerous, because even if he hit my Volrath Stronghold with a Wasteland, we don't have a turn 3 play, but my gut feeling says that this is fine-ish. Okay, Lackey here is the best draw he could have. I hope he extends with some 1 toughness creatures. Or we draw black here. Here's black mana. So I want to get rid of this immediately. I don't want to put him something into play with 2 toughness. And now he can just bring in a Piledriver. And in this case, I think I want to play Cabal Therapy. Okay, Goblin Lackey. So this means that... So we got a variety of plays here. I think the best one is to go for Engineered Plague. Even if he has Naturalize, it's a guaranteed 2 for 1, and he needs to spend his whole third turn getting rid of it, and we have a follow-up. The Cabal Therapy will be hard to play. Okay, second one. So let's try to resolve this, and I think we will see something like Naturalize here. Okay, I could name Naturalize. I think it's decent, because we have the second Engineered Plague. Okay. It's fine. Like, the upside of hitting Naturalize there would be so high. I hope he's not having anything like the Destroy All Global Enchantments instant spell. This would be kind of a blowout. Ringleader? No Ringleader. Okay. We just want to develop our mana here. Duress is not great. I'm not even sure if I want to pay extra. I don't know. I mean, as we can't play double black anyway, the Anurid could be a bit scary. Because if we play something like the Siege Gang Commander, we lose 4 life. But I still think it's fine. Because at the point where we're drawing Obstinate Ravenous Baloth, we can cash this in for 4 life. And he would be forced to play one of his best spells to just drain 4. Okay, Naturalize number 1, hitting Engineered Plague. This is fine. I hope that he plays the Mock Fanatic. So we do want some painless black mana, please. Okay, having no mana here means that we are... I could make a flashback here and then go for the Siege Gang Commander. I think it's necessary. So attack here. As we are having the second Cabal Therapy, we can really get a lot of cards in his hand. We lose 1 more life here, which should not be the end of the world. Okay, Cabal Therapy, you naming Siege King Commander. We get 2 basic swamps. Maybe the attack was too much, but Pyrokinesis, Gempalm Incinerator. Okay, I want to get rid of something like Gempalm, because it's possibly a 2 for 1. If he spends 2 cards for the Pyrokinesis, maybe he's pitching everything now. That would be fine for me. Like 2 for 2. It's not the end of the world. So let's name this. Yeah. Given that, I don't know. I'm not scared of the Pyrokinesis, but this was possibly the wrong play. I think we are better in the top deck mode since we are having Volrath Stronghold. I mean, you could even play it right. Would not be too bad, but I want to see 3 more fresh cards before we are doing this. This is not great here. Double Duress is something we absolutely not want to see. I mean, maybe 1 could be dead, but yeah, if he has Naturalize, he will go for it. So he might have Siege Gang Commander. Let's continue here with the Engineered Plague. Okay. So do we want to spend our turn putting the Elder on top? I'm not sure. But I think so. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, Tranquil Domain. Yeah, this is tough. But we can't do anything about this. Like he's drawn the best card in his deck against us. It's one-off in 99% of cases, but if they have it, they have it. They have no selection and just found it. Okay, this is tough. Going for Ringleader. Lackey. Okay, Lackey is really odd. But he is going for the Lackey because he wants to play it immediately to not run into something like Cabal Therapy. So from this point of view, it's fine. Best thing with the Yavimaya Elder is the shuffle effect we will have. So I want to set a stop on upkeep. I'm not planning on draw anything from the two Duress. So let's play it like this. Get rid of that. We could even put it again on top, but I don't think it's necessary yet. As we are having two fresh draws. Smother is really, really cool. Treetop Village is fine. I do think I want to... Do I want to put the Elder on top again? I think it's a bit better to go for Treetop Village. If he's not attacking... I mean, I'm fearing Siege Gang Commander. And I would like to draw something like Obstinate Baloth. Ravenous Baloth, sorry for that. Okay, maybe he has a Vampire Incinerator. I do think at this point it's good to put the Yavimaya Elder on top. It's a 3-for-1. So can we attack first? I don't think we want to attack, right? So just play this. I mean, we could attack with the Wretched Anurid. Still got two blockers and a Smother. Yeah, I think I want to attack with this. A lot has to happen to bring me trouble in one turn. And everything starts with a Goblin War Chief, which we have the Smother for. And now we can even, like, you can make a loop of sacrificing this, search for lands, put it on top, redraw it. Okay, this is fine. I'm a bit in fear of something like Ringleader. But the Ringleader we can pick with Cabal Therapy. Okay, here I need to... I don't know. If I play Cabal Therapy, I need to get rid of my Yavimaya Elder. Maybe I need to wait one more turn. Like, play this. Play this. So I'm back. These were some tough decisions to make and might have been wrong. I think I have to go for Goblin War Chief or Goblin Ringleader. Yeah, let's go for Goblin War Chief. This could kill me instantly. Okay, another domain. So they really adjusted. Richard Port is strong. I hope he's... The port is a problem. Because he can just tap my Treetop Village. Or the Stronghold. Stronghold possibly not. But it could have been worse. Alright. I still think I will go for... Okay. Wow, this is strong. I mean, it's not a huge problem yet. Okay, let's put the Elder on top. It will cost me 1 life. The Anurid is not great here. I mean, I could attack, but this would be too dangerous, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Drop the Elder. Losing another life, so we are dead to Siege Gang Commander. But this is a really good draw anyway. So I attack here, he's not forced to block. And if we lose the Elder, we are done. I'm not sure if I threw the game away in the point where I did not take the Duress. So here I want to sacrifice this, as mana is not an issue, and this will thin out my library. We got 4 more to grab. Draw a card here. Okay, I can't cast this. So this loop is costing me 1 life a turn. So what to do? I think I need to take a natural draw here. Okay, this is... I mean, now I could activate... Yeah, let's take a natural draw here for once. Okay, this is a bit odd. We go to 4. So do I want to attack with the Anurid and then play another one? I feel like I need to be a bit more aggressive. Okay, he takes this. So then we lose to something like more Fanatic, but I hope to just live here. I mean, I think we die to any creature, right? He plays a creature, we go to 1 and then attacks with everything. Then we are forced to find something like... Okay. So he's having some dead draws, I assume, but we are drawing mono lands. But we are searching for a lot. So this is the point where I don't want to put it on top again, because it's draining me 2 life. Second Treetop Village is fine. It's still a problem. Oh, Sylvan Library is super dead. He has the answer in hand, but I feel kind of forced to play it. I mean, maybe he's thinking... Yeah, this is a problem. We needed to find some amount of Ravenous Baloth in the top 32 cards. It's not completely over yet, but we will lose to any creature. Okay, exposing this and not the Tranquil Domain is really odd, because now our cards like Cabal Therapy is alive. Okay. I mean, I don't need to activate it now. Okay, this is just a dead draw. I can activate this, attack with everything, then he just blocks 1. Yeah, we need to hope he's missing. Yeah, we're not in a great spot. Absolutely not. Another land. So dropping any creature is costing us 2 life. So the only thing I can drop is Ravenous Baloth. Okay, this is too much land and mana sources in general. My opponent is having the same problem. But I think we have like 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we are having 3 mana sources left, so this is the way we die. Good game, mate. Alright, next round against our friend Hagebutte from the Moxforge. Not a great hand, but I try to keep it. Okay. This is at least making my hand a bit better. I was assuming he's playing any of his mono black builds, because he's playing them a lot. And okay, hope to resolve this. Can be really frustrating if you play turn 1 Duress to get nothing and your opponent is drawing the best card. Okay, this could be that he's having Disenchant or Vindicate. So I want to lead with this naming Disenchant. And if he has Vindicate or Exalted Angel, I would take that. He has a Vindicate, so it's black-white control, probably. This will be tough to beat, the matchup. So let's get this down. Has the highest impact. Dust Bowl is okay against this here. This can get really grindy. Stronghold number 2 is not great. But I want to take one extra here. Yavimaya Elder is fine. If he has a sword for this, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we need to get rid of the 4 swords anyway. I hope to get a Exalted Angel morphed with a Smother. Otherwise, it's pretty mediocre. Okay, Cabal Therapy is fine. I don't want anything of these. Dropping the Llanowar Wastes here. Attacking. And here I want to get rid of the Decree. He should cycle this for empty. Which he's doing. Oh, for 1. He can even cycle this for 1. Okay. So now I think Exalted Angel is the strongest one. Okay, Vindicate. Swamp. So I want to get rid of the Vindicate to keep the Sylvan Library around for longer. Was completely wrong to drop the Llanowar Wastes, I guess, but it's not the end of the world here. He can start buy back the Eternal Dragon soon. Okay, yeah, this was wrong too. But let's focus here. I might even go for Smother on the soldier token to bring in some more damage. I kind of hope his play will be to just Dust Bowl me for some turns. Another Smother, okay. I want to pay. Smother here. Another Decree would be really strong. And again, I want to show him the Treetop Village to make him the offer of activating Dust Bowl on that. So do I need to... I think I need to pay once again. Okay. Just want to have the information here. Okay. Yavimaya Elder is decent due to the shuffle effect. So I want to play the Stronghold here. Attack for 3. But I think we might have paid too much life here. The swamp was not necessary. Let's see what the target for the Dust Bowl will be. Skeleton Scrying? Okay, this was the best draw he could have. But I won't concede for now. I mean, Braids is decent in the matchup. Okay, the verdict is strong. Bringing him to 14. I mean, I want to continue this, right? No need to concede for now. But against this kind of decks, we are missing some reach. Bane of the Living. We can concede here. It's too much with the Eternal Dragon in graveyard and our low life. We had some Diabolic Edicts, but with this setup and this amount of cards in hand, we would have been pretty bad. We got a lot of sideboard cards against him, but we need to clarify the role we want to play. Smother is possibly not good. I'm not too sure about the amount of discards we can afford. Even Birds of Paradise is nothing we want to do. I mean, it can accelerate in something like Gloom, but just feels weird and not great. And I think I want to drop one of the Yavimaya Elders. The biggest problem here is that we can't get rid of the Dust Bowl. And this is really a problem. Maybe Gloom is a stretch and we should not play this, but I don't know. I mean, we have a lot of cards, but we need to finish it somehow. And this will be a problem as soon as he starts to go into a value-based game. Hope to find something like discard into Compost. Here's a discard. Maybe it's not too wrong not having the Compost in start hand to secure it from a discard. Very spicy. I think the verdict has to go for now. And we can add 5 power to the board pretty quickly. Okay, just top decking this thing. Let's focus here. There's another 3 power. I do think it's more important to play on curve and not getting this discarded, because this could add some cards to my hand. So Skeletal Scrying will really hurt. I hope we are not running into a Wrath of God soon. So the question is, do I want to sacrifice this? I don't think I can. Just add this to the board. If he has it, he has it. So Skeletal Scrying. Gloom is sweet. Do I want to play Gloom now? I don't think it's necessary. So let me tech first. If he cycles into soldiers, it's absolutely fine. I mean, it will do some damage here due to the Wretched Anurid, but okay. Not sacrificing this one probably means he wants to cast the Eternal Dragon next turn, which is scary. I'm glad we have Gloom here. Okay, I will let the block resolve, because I do want to get some more mana. And I do want to get rid of the soldier. Okay, having Gloom here can be game-changing. If he has a sword, he should play it now, possibly. Because Wrath of God is now 7 mana, which he can pay if he has another mana source with the Tooth of Ramos. But this is 10 mana now. Okay, this is a problem. The Exalted Angel. But yeah, this was very, very strong draws from the top. Okay, do we want to go for Baloth or the Wretched Anurids? Baloth is possibly not good. Okay, he's doing the flip here, which is a good play. I should have played it before to sacrifice it. Would have been a bit better. So he would not gain life. We would get 3 life. So 4, but it would cost us 1 life. Yeah, good game. We can't do anything here. Disenchant? Okay, Skeletal is crying. I don't think we have any outs here. So we go to 7. I don't know if he's attacking. Otherwise, we can draw Diabolic Edict. Not like this, but let's drop the Braids. It's not great. We got some puffer with the 2 beasts in play, but if he has another decree, we are really in trouble. Cycling the dragon. Yeah. We need to find something soon. And I think this was the only window to get something like Diabolic Edict. Here you see the raw power between Ravenous Baloth and Exalted Angel. Like, they are from the same set, but they are not in the same league. Not remotely. For all the love I have for Ravenous Baloth, it's just... So he's attacking here, means he has a follow-up. It's possibly the Decree of Justice. I mean, here's the Edict, so possibly the best draw I could have. Okay, this is a sword on the Braids. Okay, not a problem for now. 4 mana sword is kind of fine. It's funny that Gloom does nothing against the Angel, because he can just morph it for 3 colorless. And then it's not an enchantment, so it's not, and not even an activated ability. Okay, Wrath of God. At least we get 8 life, but he has 4 cards in hand versus our 0. I guess I know where this will go. Yeah, Gloom really underperforming here. I think this was too much to bring in. But is it better to have something like Bird or Yavimaya Elder? I don't think so. Yavimaya Elder, possibly. Just bring it down to not make it discard. This is enough for me to see. Good game, Steve. All right, we are on the play with a decent hand here. Okay, this might be slight. I think it's important to deploy my mana, so I will go for the Sylvan Library, even if this gets 1 or 2 damage in. Okay. Ravenous Rats is fine. Hope we are not getting hit by a Cabal Therapy. So maybe I needed to discard a Ravenous Baloth there. Okay, we can't double spell. This is kind of weak against. Yeah, against Terminate or him having Cabal Therapy. But we really did saw a variety of decks in this league. So if he's attacking here, this is fine. I will take it for now. We need to dodge Cabal Therapy for sure. Okay, Ravenous Rats number 2. I will discard a Diabolic Edict here. Okay, so we got a shot. The most important part is to get rid of the Baloth. Of 1 in my hand. Okay, this is not what I want. Okay, step 1. I mean, I could have kept it if he has another Ravenous Rats, but then I think I prefer to be in the top deck mode anyway. Could even have a Blazing Spectre, so yeah, here it is. Okay, against a Blazing Spectre it would have been better to have the other card, but it is what it is. We got some borrowed Strongholds. This is not too bad, because it can generate 4 life. It's a bit tempting here to pay 4 here. And then we activate the Treetop Village. Could be a bit too aggressive, but as we have some points of life with our beast, it's tempting. And I really like that this is a beast. Okay. It will be close, but don't forget that we are at 20 life with these 2 beasts. Another Spectre. It's not too bad. We attack for 10 next turn. He will block the Baloth. Another Maindeck would be decent. Okay, Duress is not great. I think Stronghold is great. Because we can even... let me drop this to not run into anything like Funeral Charm as an instant discard. Okay, this feels decent. And we get at least 1 activation out of the Volrath Stronghold. And we can't die here with the 2 beasts in play. Hippie is fine. There's a very small argument for sacrificing the Anurid in response. Okay, we do not have any need to... So here I want to put another Baloth on top. We are not in a great position here. Duress is not great. Swamp is not great. So I want to attack first here. Okay, he has up to 9 damage in hand. So here it's important to sacrifice this, I guess. To go to 6. Play this. And set a stop in upkeep. So there's a small argument for us putting the Anurid on top. To get more life. So they are both lethal. Okay, no attacks. I don't know if it's good to get the Anurid. I mean, it's 4 life, right? So it can't be too wrong. And we have another look with the Sylvan Library. Okay, Duress is nothing we want to have here. So here it's important to play this before combat, I guess. If he somehow gets rid of both Ravenous Baloths. Maybe I just attack with one. To not run into something like double block, block bolt. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Alright, yeah, pretty close. And scary deck in any case. Compost could do some work. Engineered Plague, I'm not too sure. I'm not sold on the Braids if my opponent plays Ravenous Rats. And Grim Lavamancer. So I need to just drop some things here. I think it's fine by this. Sylvan Library is not too great, and I can see a spot where I want to land Engineered Plague on Spectre. Okay, this is missing some amount of lands. Okay, this is better. A bit weak to a very fast Spectre, but it's as good as it gets. Okay. I mean, this can be outnumbered by Compost if we can land it. I hope he's not having Dark Ritual into Spectre. Tormod Script is not doing much. Okay, let's go by this and hope to draw another green source. Okay, we could bring in Naturalize if there's a game 3. Okay, Muse. It's tough to get rid of her. Ah, here's the out. Okay, here I want to play this, I guess. And then ship the turn for now. Here's one card left in hand, yeah. Will be tough. Okay, this was scary. For example, I should do it in upkeep. If he has something like Mishra's Factory, this would have been very, very bad for us. But I'm not a fan of this Muse. I think the Black Muse is almost every time better in the deck. Duress. So he could have a creature remover. I can't think of anything more. Dark Ritual. Okay, we draw a card. Pretty good Duress. Let's do green, black for the Elder. A Tormod script is a trap against decks like us. And I think we can be pretty aggressive. Duress here. Another ritual. Man, this is a Duress. This would be in something like Universe Beyond. Okay, now I want to think. I want to do double spell Anurid to push out some power. Next turn we have the Baloth and the ability to sacrifice them. But we attack for 8 and then we have lethal next turn. Okay, let's just play this first. Maybe it's enough to get a concession here. Yeah, this is fine. Going to 13. Next turn we have 7, 8, 9, 12. A Spectre would be on blocking duty. Okay, let's attack first. I think I can activate this. Yes, good game. All right, everyone. We are back after 6 amazing rounds, and man, I have to say, what matchups. We played against Reanimator, one of my favorite decks in the format. Against Broccoli Soup, Dragon Wildfire was a wild list to see. Then the classical red-green Goblins, black-white Control, and the not so often seen Machine Head. So we could manage to play a clear 3-3 in those games. I played 2 more games off screen, which I could not record because I got problems with the new PC. But I won one of these and lost the other. Sad one was that I was recording a 5-color black contamination oath leak where my PC crashed, so the video is lost, I guess. But it was a very, very fun league, and yeah, it was so cool to play this core again. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I played a similar list in my childhood where I was running Spore Frogs and Oversold Cemeteries together with Braids. It played some more newish cards like Skullclamp, which was pretty unfair, and Death Cloud to make advantage of the mana you are having. But besides this, the core was pretty similar. And as I really loved the list, I do not want to make too many changes. And even with the changes I'm considering, there is the possibility that I'm putting the deck too much in the area of the rock or survival rock. But yeah, just take a look for yourself. So what I was really missing were the huge card advantage spells like Deranged Hermit and Recurring Nightmare. So I think having access to this and the ability to find them with Sylvan Library would have given me some more calm games and some better top decks. So if you want to bring this more into a direction of the rock, I would consider playing 2 Deranged Hermits together with 2 Recurring Nightmare. And for this decision, I lowered the count of Volrath Stronghold to 1, which could lead to the problem that we are short on mana. But I would try it first. For these 4 cards, I was cutting back some Diabolic Edict and Smother, because 7 was too much in my opinion, and you have the ability to overhaul your opponent with Deranged Hermit. And I was cutting back on 1 Braids Cabal Minion. And yeah, these were the 4 cards. Adding these 4, cutting 1 Braids, 1 Volrath Stronghold, and 2 removal spells. And in the sideboard, really depends on your meta, but I don't think it can be wrong to register some Graveyard Hate. Withered Wretched is especially interesting because in some points of the game we have such amount of mana that we can just eat everything. But all in all, very, very cool and pretty deck. Was so much fun to return with the deck after my break on YouTube. Again, thank you very much to Celestial Heathen for supporting us, and to every watcher and subscriber of our channel. I see you in the next one.